With the release of CS2, we also got the weekly care package introduced, which replaces the weekly drops and has some important implications when it comes to both investing and just prices of items in general. So I already talked about cases in this video that I uploaded a couple days ago, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the skin drops. But before we get into that, I just wanted to give you a quick update about the instance where you don't get a case drop. As I said in the previous video, I've seen some screenshots around Twitter and in my Discord server that shows that sometimes you don't get a case drop. And in the previous video, I didn't know what the reason was for this, but now it seems like you don't get a case drop if you live in a country where you can't open cases. So like Belgium, for example, you can't open cases, and it seems like in these countries, you won't get any cases as drops.
Are you looking for cheap, low float skins for trade ups? Check out today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. It's the most convenient trading bot site where you don't have to overpay for low floats. I found this 0.08 Op Elite build and this 0.09 M4 Tooth Fairy, and the tradable M4 was delivered to my inventory instantly. If you apply code TechSavvy, you get a 5% deposit bonus, and you also get a $5 trading bonus when you start trading. Don't worry if you don't have any skins, just head over to Freebies and you'll find 3 giveaways, all the way up to a Gut Knife Gamma Doppler. So use my link in the description to start finding deals on low float skins today.
So let's get back into the skin drops. So as you know, these 8 collections are the active collections from which you can get the skins, and these haven't changed. So it's still the 8 collections that it has been before in CSGO. The thing that did change, however, is the fact that you can now decide what drop you want to get. Let's assume you're from a country where you can open cases. That means you're gonna get a case drop, and that case drop is gonna be more expensive 99.9% of the time than the other 3 items that you could get, which are skins and graffitis. So most of the time, everyone's gonna pick at least the case, but you have one other pick, and that is going to be between either a skin or a graffiti. Now, maybe this is just me, but I will take the skin every time over the graffiti, no matter what it is. Even if it's a 3-cent skin versus a 3-cent graffiti, I'm taking the skin. Now, another perspective that you shouldn't ignore is the fact that you can choose not to pick either the skin or the graffiti. You can just take the case. And I've seen actually people do this because if they get a 3-cent skin, they will often not really want to just have it in their inventory. They say it's not worth even putting in a storage unit. Now, I don't think this is a massive number of players, but it's still something worth talking about. Now, before this, half the time you got a skin and half the time you got a graffiti, and now you get to choose a skin every single time. And I think that it's safe to assume that a large percentage of people are just going to choose the skin over the graffiti every time. So effectively, the supply increased by a factor of nearly 2. Not quite because of people taking graffitis and not taking the skins, but I think it's still going to increase to close to double. So this increase in supply should mean a decrease in prices, assuming that demand stays relatively constant or increases less by the supply. And this is in fact what we started seeing over the last couple of days. As you can see, starting with the sawed-off amber fade, it's already down. The MP7 Anodized Navy is down even more, and although it's not the best to look at the acid fade because it has the green scope in CS2, that one is also on a downtrend in prices. Now, this is all great for someone like me who just does trade-ups. However, if you're invested in trade-up fillers, this probably sucks for you. Now, at this point, if you're invested into trade-up fillers, there's 2 options that you could do. One is if you expect an operation soon, then you're probably going to want to hold on to these fillers because operations usually make fillers increase in price. However, if you don't see an operation happening, I don't think it's very smart holding on to these because as supply increases, the prices are only going to go down and down and down until they hit their new equilibrium price. So I'm going to go enjoy doing some cheaper trade-ups because filler prices are down, and if you're an investor, RIP. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about it. If you have opposing thoughts, let me know and let's have a discussion in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next one.